welcome to the Enemies of the Fire podcast. This week, the U.S. men's national team has two big games. We figure out how hard it is to qualify out of Africa for the World Cup, and hopefully the Enemies of the Fire group chat does not get leaked. I am FC Neo Tokyo, and I am joined by two of the best people on planet Earth. I don't even know what direction they are in. I'm joined by Serena and Jaymes, and DPG unfortunately is not here, but that's okay. That's all right, because we're gonna soldier on. Now, Serena, how are you doing? Where are you? You are not in Chicago.
I'm not, as you can see by my sparse background. I'm visiting family in Massachusetts.
I could tell by the sparse background. I could tell that it's a sparse background. That's that it was Massachusetts. Very bare out there.
Yeah, sure. I'll tell that to New England when I see them to the Revolution when I see them on Saturday. I'm sure it's going to be a packed stadium for the last home game of whatever rank they are in the table.
And who is even the coach?
I'm going to the game, so yeah.
That's a good question.
I'll ask.
That is a good question. Oh man. Anyway,
so yeah,
Jaymes,
looking forward to that.
Good. So Jaymes, where were you? What's going on? Are you at the news desk?
I'm at the news desk today, and I want to start off tonight with a toast to you, the viewer, and us, the enemies of the fire here huddled around, as well as to the father extraordinaire who couldn't be with us tonight. And just a tip of the hat to everybody. Well done. And let's keep it up, because we are about to enter Decision Day. For the first time in a long time, the Fire are assured playoffs.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Not that we don't have anything to play for, though.
Yes, we do. I don't want Wednesday soccer.
I agree. We do still have something to play for.
Oh.
Wednesday soccer at Bridgeview.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
beautiful.
God. The day before I told work to fuck off because I'm going to Lorna Shore and Peeling Flesh.
Oh God. That'll be great. Right. Yeah.
Those will be
fun. So wait, are we actually going to give people the candy before their medicine, or should we talk U.S. men's national team?
I think medicine.
Oh,
what's the
medicine?
Candy?
All right.
What's the candy?
The fire.
I want all of it. Candy, the medicine, the chips.
We'll get all of it. We'll get everything.
Maybe some greens and some avocados.
In a rare turn of events, the Enemies of the Fire crew watched the games this time. And so we started off, what was that, Friday, with the U.S. playing Ecuador with what I would call a experimental lineup.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about this game? It ended in a 1-1 draw. Let's just get that out of the way. And we trailed for a good portion. But I don't know. Did it do anything for you? Jaymes, did this game turn you on? Are
you talking about the U.S. men's national team game or the most recent Fire game, which was weeks ago?
You can tell how much playoffs we got on the brain. Not this one, the Ecuador game.
Oh, you're talking about Ecuador. You're not even talking about Australia.
Yeah, we're going all the way back to the reality.
Yeah, last Friday.
Yeah, last Friday, dude. That's what. See, I tell you, we gotta record these earlier in the week. All right.
Well, so if we recorded early, we wouldn't have been able to talk about Australia also, though. So
fair, yeah, we'd be pretty shitty right now.
I think we learned something in that game, and it's that
Tillman's great,
and that's Balogun. Oh, he does have his scoring boots for the Americans, so that's good. Wait, you're saying that? I don't know if he played that game.
Tillman,
no, he went in.
He played
Wait, Tillman, there he is.
Started.
He's on the right side. Okay.
17. Yeah, he started. He played amazingly.
So the formation has him on the front of a 4-3-3. They must have been playing something. I mean, a 3-4-3. They must have been playing something different.
No, you know what?
Yeah,
Arvston didn't go forward at all, right? So Arvston stayed home, and Miles Robinson basically played right back. So it really was more of a 4-3-3 than it looks on paper. Because then you had like
I mean, look at where Tim
Morris
Weah
drop back.
is.
Well, Morris and Tessman kind of had an abomination of a game at first. But like, I'm just confused with this whole Pochettino thing. Like when we lived through the 2022 World Cup, I thought like, well, just run it back. Whoever's not injured, we're running this shit back. But like,
No.
Apparently no. Apparently we're just gonna throw it in a blender and see what comes out. So I don't even know what to make of like McKennie. Like I don't know.
It's like two different teams also, like between the Ecuador game and Australia game, and basically was two different teams.
Here's the thing, guys.
So-
In my opinion, he's really not doing anything all that different from any of the other coaches when it comes to calling these guys in. He's calling in a mix of other players, of some MLS players, some outside guys. Every time it's almost like it's a hodgepodge of a few of both, but maybe one side more than the other. And it's a repeat of almost every single coach before. It's finding out what you have in the cupboard before you go to the big show. When you go to the big show, you're going to take your best pieces out of the cupboard. And right now he's like, I got 64 pieces of silver and, a couple of pieces of gold. I got to find which of those pieces of silver weigh the most, because that's what you're going to get, the most money back, in a weight system of all that in my scenario of weighing silver and getting.
I guess people, I mean, I honestly, I feel like we might do the same thing if I were in his position, because we're already qualified, so he might as well just fuck around. But I do feel like people maybe expected to see a little bit more of like a like some sort of structure coming out of the mist. That's by this point. Maybe not though.
Maybe that's an interesting point though. It's that there is no structure. It's been a little loose. It's been a little hodgepodge. Because maybe he's exposing them. It's a little exposure therapy or whatever it is to the various concepts that he wants to throw at them. And then when he gets down to the core of it, he's going to have his best 21 or 22. What is it, Matt? What do you get to take?
25 now, 25?
Right?
He's going to have his best 25, and then that time he's going to be like, everything that we've done before, throw it out. We're going to be focusing on this, and this, and that's how we're going to fucking do this. That's what his plan is. Right now, he's making pancakes. He's just making pancakes, and not every pancake's a winner. It's gonna the first flap that comes out, and it's like he's got banana and fruit snacks in it, and the next one comes out and he's got raisins and prunes, and maybe that works a little bit better. And the next one comes out and it's just straight up blueberries. So it's just all these mixes of pancakes. He's trying everything. He's throwing everything at him, and he wants to find out who he has. And what we're finding out in these games is that some people are punching their tickets. Some are being pieces of silver that you would not realize that you're going to be like, he's plucking out. He's like, you know what? I'm going to set you aside, Christian Roldan. You're coming with us.
Oh my God. Christian Roldan may start in the fucking World Cup after these two games, man.
You are coming with us to the World Cup. Another clear thing that seems to come out of both of these games, not just this game, is that I think Matt Freese is the out and out number one current and probably the go-to guy for the World Cup at the moment.
I don't get it.
I will say the first game, nothing that Brady couldn't do. Did he have many shots to block? No, but Brady could have done that.
And where was Brady? This was the opportunity to play him for one of these two games.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm not sold. I'm not sold on Freeze. I'm not sold.
That is what's funny though. If we are really in the like throwing all of the spaghetti against the wall, then why aren't we throwing? Why is the goalkeeping the one thing that's? I guess maybe because the goalkeeper needs to like lead from the back and kind of be the experience, and maybe that. But I'm like, it still feels like if we have plenty of time for the rest of the starters to be working, figuring out who works together and all that, because I guess eventually, pretty soon they will need a starting group that's going to know how to work together, because we can't be going into the World Cup with like only a month of those guys playing, closely together all those times. But
we're not going to have any cohesion going into the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like even now that we were supposed to have what we needed now. I guess before we move on to the next game, I guess my biggest issue, which does perpetuate the next game, is like I don't mind putting Aiden Morris and Tanner Tessman in the middle of the field and like letting that explode in front of us. I don't mind if we get our nuts kicked in doing that. And just trying it out, right? But the problem is the like out of position. Like how he's using Weston is not. Weston can do it because Weston can do anything, but it's not his position. What he's asking Weah to do isn't what he's good at. Arston isn't good at soccer. I'd
rather find this out now than at the World Cup.
Fair, but just don't play the other guys out of position. Like,
but then I'm like, why play Pulisic against Australia?
And maybe play the guys you have in position. Like,
well,
I'm sorry, Serena. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, she was bringing up Pulisic, which thank God we rested him this game.
Rested him. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we already know that he's gold, let's say, why did we play him against Australia? Like, just to get him some playing time? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so the Australia game, we start Christian Pulisic, and really, like, let's not, let me take my hater cap off for a second.
You have him there. You got.
It was a very good performance. It was like they won. They won,
and it was entertaining.
It was a little nervy at first, man.
Against Australia.
Yeah,
because Australia got that first goal,
and that first goal was kind of weird, and
it was a little fluky, but it was a solid finish at the end. See, like Chris Richards, who I really like that kid. I think he's really good. He had two big bad moments, but beyond that, he had a great game. But anyway, I'm glad you brought that up, Serena.
And that happens.
So Weston McKennie again out of position. If we're looking at it,
yep.
Christian Roldan gets the start because Pochettino now is has a man crush on him. And this is what I would like to know. I have an opinion. Now, Balogun started and scored a goal in the first game. Haji Wright started and scored 2 goals. We'll start with Serena. Who do you got? Who's your starting striker at this moment? Who's on the depth chart? Does Josh Sargent not go to the World Cup now? Like, who do you got?
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. I feel like if I am just going off these 2 games, Haji Wright, not just because he got 2 versus the 1, but because those goals were so good. Like the second, it was the second or the first goal. One of them. I mean, they're both good, but one of them where he kept the ball as a 1-on-1 or 1-on-3, and he worked around everybody and he got the ball in the corner. Like the quality of the goal was so good. Balogun, I will say, I feel like he did have opportunity. He had like a few close shots, so he could have easily been, also scoring 2 goals in that Ecuador game. So I don't think the goals are all it takes, but I don't know. I'm going to go behind Haji Wright.
James, U.S. striker, Balogun, Wright, Pepe, Sargent. Where are you?
I'm riding the hot hand. I'll ride the hot hand in Haji Wright. I think that's the obvious call right now. Now it's only the hot hand because he's hot for club and country. He's hot for his team out in championship, and he's hot for here. He's 2 goals. Guess what? How many more that is? Guess how many more? He's leading championship, Serena.
He's got 1 less goal than games played right now in the championship.
He's the leading goal.
How many does Balogun have?
1 or 1 or none. In 5 or 6 games, I believe. And the other thing is, last I counted, 2 is more than 1. Which where Balogun scored 1, Haji has scored 2. And who do you think's more stiffer competition though? Ecuador or Australia?
Ecuador.
Ooh,
Ecuador.
I would say Ecuador. Yeah, I would say Ecuador. I wouldn't necessarily say. I saw one of the best tweets in human history where somebody tweeted out Australia plays like a white CONCACAF team, like an all white CONCACAF.
It's true. They were,
but
it was getting physical out there.
They play their CONCACAF ball out there, man. Like I can see why they qualify every time. Like even out of Asia, because
is
not
that on
the
your
easiest
Twitter?
Confederation.
Is that on your Twitter?
I sent it in the group chat. Don't even worry about it. You'll never find it. It's just some rando. I probably didn't even retweet it.
No, that'd been great.
I'm trying. On a side note, I gotta tell everybody, I'm trying very hard to transfer from Twitter to Instagram. I'm working on it.
Yeah,
you just can't get as much news.
I hear you can't get as good. Twitter is unfortunately or fortunately the best news site on the planet.
But anyway,
both.
back to the
Instagram
real
is
point.
fun. Actually fun.
There you go. Back to the real
Yeah.
point. I say Haji Wright, number one. I something about Haji Wright that like I'm gonna sound insane, but please let me get you there. I feel like part of what makes Messi great is like you see Messi dribbling, and then all of a sudden the ball is just in the back of the net. It's like, did he even move his leg? What happened? Did he mind meld that over there? So like Haji Wright, though, I feel like even from the television, you can see exactly what angle he has his foot and how exactly he strikes the ball. Like, I feel like he strikes the ball. He's one of the best at changing his strike, just being able to strike the ball in many different ways. That's one thing I really like about Haji Wright. And it makes sense because that goal in the World Cup looked kind of flukish, but really it took some skill to score that kind of goal. So I just, Jaymes found it.
Yeah. I do feel like he also he seems more confident on the ball if we're comparing to like he just like, and maybe this is kind of similar to what you're saying, but like he's one of those players, or he's becoming one of those players really where when he gets the ball, you're like, okay, like he's got it under control. He's not going to fuck it up. He has like a plan of some sort and he's going to take it forward. And I feel like that's kind of what, I mean, obviously that's what you need, but I don't think we have a ton of guys like that.
I'll say something else dumb. I know I like to put myself out there. I feel like the Premier League is the best league in the world. And I feel like, right, it's a thing of beauty, a work of art. But the Premier League is the best league in the world, but I feel like the Championship is the hardest.
Really?
Like, think about it. It is like a knockdown, bottles and chains like fight in an alley. Like, it is not pretty soccer.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Don't you think? That
I don't watch it. I mean, I don't watch a ton of championships, so I don't know. I feel like I've seen a few.
A ton of championship, but still.
Is Oxford United in championship?
They gotta be League 2, League 1. I don't know.
No, they're in championship.
This. Jaymes is doing
Andrew
research right now, like the back to back.
Yeah, so I mean, see, that goal was that was more of like a Tillman goal. I mean, that ball
Mr.
was Tillman's, and he kind of just
Mr. Magoo could have scored that.
No, that goal.
I
don't know if the people can see this, so this might be terrible YouTube, but like, if you were to back up, he didn't just knock into that ball. What won that goal was his body positioning.
Yeah, that's true.
His positioning on his defender.
It was also a great ball by Tillman.
And you know what? He actually took that near post, which is harder to score than had he kind of opened his boot up a little bit, but it could have gone really embarrassing had he opened up his boot too much. But I don't know. I've been a Haji Wright fan for a little while, so I'm pro. But it's good to find that striker scoring goals, man.
So, what do you think about Tillman? He did not play the second night, played only against Ecuador.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything.
And that makes sense.
Probably lock.
No, he had a great game against Ecuador. I think he was involved in almost everything. He had created the most chances. Man of the match on a lot of different rating systems, whatever. I think it makes sense to give him a rest against Australia. He's also not like a for sure starting guy. I feel like I wasn't expecting him to start against Australia. I think it makes sense. And I think I'm glad he played well. I feel like he would have, just from what I've seen of him too, he is still, he can be shaky sometimes. I feel like it's good to give him the rest and let him have that good performance and ride on that for a while.
So it's interesting you say he's shaky. Like, Australia was a very physical team. Do you think that may have had something to do with it?
Yes. I do. And I will say too, just in the Bundesliga, which is also relatively physical, he does I don't know, there are just moments where he can be shaken. Like if he's either surprised that the foul has been called on him, or he's just surprised that someone actually, took him down, and he kind of just takes a moment to kind of realign, and he looks a little bit, he just seems kind of sensitive, I guess. Not in a bad way. I'm not saying he's, he's too weak or whatever, but I do think no. I just think he's more of a thinking man, you know. I feel like sometimes he just gets kind of surprised by the physicality, and I feel like it makes more sense to rest him against. I could see him getting in some kerfuffles against Australia and kind of not really knowing where he was or what he was doing.
It's an interesting profile that you're giving him, because I think most people would be surprised to learn he's 6'2". And you're it sounds like you're talking about the guy with more of a diminutive stature, someone who would more so shy away from contact and not be looking into that. But
he's necessarily shying away from contact. I feel like he's just not fully. He's not going to be like a guy mowing people down or knocking. You know, he's not a bowling ball. He's not like a super physical guy despite his size. And I think he just joined a new league. He's not necessarily used to playing for the country either. And so I think he's learning. Maybe it's a better way to put it.
And he's learning the league.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So I think we got to get out of here. But before we do, Jaymes, was there, I mean, I see Freeman over there instead of Jedi, because obviously, is there? I guess they'll actually. I'll steal it. I was going to ask you if there's anything else you want to talk about, but
I got one more thing. Weah jumping on from one side to the other side, like he's being viewed as quite versatile by Pochettino. So you better consider him a lock. He's nice little.
Yeah, Tim Weah is an amazing player that never gets any credit. But are we worried now about the Pulisic injury? Because of course,
yes,
as one does, Pulisic goes down injured.
It's the wrong time to get injured.
Of twice, like, because he got hurt. If I remember correctly, he got hurt. He got fouled pretty hard early in the game, and it looked like he was holding his hamstring. And I was like, oh shit, he's injured, and he's gonna come out. He didn't come out, but then as it happens, like 10 or 15 minutes later, he goes down. Same thing, holding that hamstring, and it almost felt inevitable. In a way that I was like, why was he playing in this game?
It's such a physical game.
Yeah.
In such a nothing game.
I think he's only out until November only, obviously it's still an injury, but luckily, I think we're lucky that it wasn't anything worse.
But I mean, that's still bad. He was flying high at Milan, and if Milan wants to do anything other than just be, fourth or fifth type of talk, you know what I mean? They need Christian Pulisic to play well. It just
I meant for US though.
And Milan
can do what they want, but for the US.
And Milan did US a favor by letting them out. Of course, they always do.
I guess it's the whole thing. I guess the better you are at sports, the less you get to play them. But man, this whole having to watch some of these guys so hard because they go down, they're made of glass. You know what I mean? It's shocking, man. And it sucks because Pulisic is world class when he's playing, but he's just always coming off of an injury. That's like that's his homeostasis.
I wouldn't say he's injury prone, because there's so many times when he's not injured. Here's the thing. Everybody criticized him, and us included, for taking the summer off. What good did it do him?
Well, he started the season amazingly.
Okay.
It looked like he made the right decision.
Yet we still ended up here. Did he? Or would have we ended up here anyway?
I mean, if this happened over the summer, and let's say he hadn't played, he's just now back from Milan and he's barely getting minutes, that would have sucked. Yeah. I mean, I think was proven.
I'll trust that he knew what he was doing. Yeah.
Right.
He's been proven right by his performance at Milan.
He's also just kind of, talk about being I know he's a different kind of player, but he is pretty small. I wonder, maybe he needs to start bulking up. He needs to pull
that could be true.
God, what's his name?
Well, we bring up his dish rag personality. And I couldn't help but think about that because I think it was Herculez Gomez. And if it was Taylor Twellman, I apologize. But somebody tweeted out, man, that's the fourth tackle, hard tackle on Pulisic. When is his teammates going to, hit somebody and stand up for him? And it's oh.
McKennie's on the other side of the field, dude. Look, let's see who's around.
It was funny. No, but it was funny because later on in the game, Jaymes Sands, who I think I brought up, maybe he plays in the Bundesliga also. And he last year, he's playing for St. Pauli. Right after he joins, he breaks I was watching the game and it was gross. He fully broke his ankle. It was bad. he's like fine. He just came back from injury, and he gets two something happened. The Australia players were like focused on him. He gets two really hard challenges, and I think it's Chris Richards who maybe had taken the captaincy after Pulisic came off. He was ready to go. He was fighting. He was like all up in their face like immediately. So it was a different reaction.
This should have been first off, Americans. When I hear about the physicality of the Australians, it reminds me of every other good U.S. national team in the past. Because that was one of their traits, was that they played every single player played their fucking hearts off for the crest on their shield, for the crest on their sleeve. On
we
their
would
chest.
clatter people, man.
And every player, it wasn't just Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey, it was every player. And then
Pablo Mascheroni.
Yeah,
it was Maurice Adu.
Clint Mathis. And
Clint Mathis. Oh God. All right, hold on. We're at the stage of guys naming dudes, so I think we need to get out of here.
That's a good call. And speaking of guys naming dudes, I want you to name the first soccer dude that comes to mind when you think of soccer. Put that down in the comments, and also while you're down there, poke around the like button. Greatly appreciate you turning the lights on here and keeping the lights on here at Enemies of Fire as we reach for our goal of 500 subscribers. You could also do that too. Hit that subscriber button. We'll catch you right back here on Enemies of Fire right after a quick message from our sponsors.
Welcome back, fellow Enemies of the Fire. We are here to talk about World Cup qualifiers. Now, we talked about the U.S. who doesn't have to qualify. And South America is done. CONCACAF is done. Right? No, CONCACAF is close to done. So we'll get to CONCACAF next week with DPG. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Europe. We had an upset over in Europe, and I was all excited about it. The Faroe Islands, God, who did they beat? Now I don't even remember. I was all excited about it. But now
someone crazy, right?
Right, it was crazy. Now,
like
Austria all of this led to me. I hope it was. All of this led to me going to the Wikipedia page, right? And James, do you have any idea the rules of qualifying out of UEFA?
No, I don't. But was it Czech or Montenegro or Gibraltar?
It was the Czech Republic.
Because they beat everybody.
October 12th. Czech Republic.
Man, they stomped Montenegro.
I mean, hopefully they would get Gibraltar and Montenegro even, but Czechia is good. I mean, they have good players. Patrick Schick, not that he's been great recently, but he's injured actually. You know what? He's injured.
No,
in any case,
that's part of it.
Still an upset.
So, like I said, this got me excited. I want you to hear this. So, obviously, first and foremost, the 12 or no, I'm sorry. So obviously the all the group winners go in instantly, right? Like Germany, I think is already qualified. It looks like Switzerland's already qualified.
I mean, Germany just qualified.
Right. So France is in. Yeah. So all the group winners go, but Spain, to get the Portugal. Other 16 or the other teams, the 12 group runner-ups and 4 best Nation League group winners based on the Nations League overall ranking that finish outside the top 2 of their qualifying group will be drawn into 4 paths playing 2 rounds of single match playoffs. So apparently how you do in the Nations League matters, which is just in-fucking-sane, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
it is crazy for such a useless tournament.
For real. So we're starting to see teams qualify. But who is our biggest surprise? Like, I'm kind of surprised Italy's doing well again.
Italy.
How could you be surprised?
Doing well. You know who's not?
How is that surprising?
Well, Italy didn't make it last time.
I know
the
that
last 2.
That was surprising to me. It's not surprising.
Oh yeah,
that they've made it. It was surprising.
No, they
that
haven't made it.
I mean,
they're in a playoff spot.
Whoa,
So Norway looks to be. So Norway's got 18 points and Italy's got 15. So it looks like we're gonna see Erling Haaland for once, which will be rad.
That's awesome.
But
thank God.
Italy is gonna go to a play. Dude, Italy has missed the last 2 World Cups. I'm the last 2 World Cups.
Donnarumma.
Who are the best players on their team? Donnarumma is he's the first one I think of too, which is crazy that he's the first person to think
keeper,
of.
Right? The first person you think of is keeper. I mean, they got
first and only. I mean,
Locatelli,
Calafiori because he's hot.
Barella.
I mean, Tonelli is the one I think of. Yeah.
But they're off. Okay, so they got midfield, they got defenders, they got goalkeepers. Do you guys recognize a lot of these forwards? Orsolini, Retegui, Raspadori, Piccolo.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Esposito, Cambiai.
No,
that's insane.
Just all guys that play in Italy. Yeah.
I mean that's.
I mean, look at those clubs.
You're right. I mean, look. I remember Italy is a powerhouse, and to see them, I guess say struggle is crazy to me. Now they did eliminate Israel yesterday, and then so Israel's out. I mean, there's a lot of teams out. I mean, your little guys, obviously, your Maltas, your San Marinos, but we're not going to see no
Sweden. It's crazy that Sweden is not. I mean, they could qualify by other means, I guess, is what it says. But Sweden is not in the top 2, even though they have Gyökeres and Alexander Isak.
Well, I mean, Isak just isn't. He isn't hitting for club either.
No.
He's struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, like, it just you're seeing a shift of power in Europe that I feel like it's taken a lot of years to happen. Like the Czech Republic being back is kind of wild, but like Slovakia has been pretty gosh darn good.
We blitzed through this. I want to take a minute here. Just Germany makes sense through. Slovakia fighting to get through.
Just recently,
right.
if Germany hadn't won the last 2 games that they just played this weekend, they would have been second under Slovakia.
Yeah, it would have been very surprising.
Wild.
Just putting that out there.
And Northern Ireland,
it would have been shocking, but
Northern Ireland, Luxembourg, obviously to me, they're probably not as good as Slovakia.
Yeah,
this one makes
so
sense.
This group wasn't ever really.
That's a simple group. Yeah. I mean, look, we could get Kosovo in a World Cup.
Over
this
Sweden,
is what's surprising. Kosovo over Slovenia.
Oh my God.
Over Sweden.
Kosovo, Albania, and Slovenia. Yeah, Slovenia too is good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
God, they should have tried winning a game. Anyway.
Denmark, Scotland,
I guess
Greece,
they actually don't have any good players anymore.
The 2004
is not going to do
Euro
it for you.
Winners.
Yeah, Greece had that. I thought Greece was going to do more at the 2010 World Cup, but we can save that for another day. But it's good to see Scotland. Denmark makes all the sense, but I got a soft spot in my soul for Scotland. I really want to see them do well.
I feel like a lot of people do.
I feel like they did these groups right, by the way. Like, as far as like seeding the best team with the worst team,
Group D is real random.
And giving these guys a chance to get out. Like, they gave them a chance. And it's surprising that Kosovo made it out of a couple Slovenia and Sweden.
It's not done yet.
But they've made it to the next stage.
Right. They made it to the next stage is what I mean.
Spain, no surprise there.
France, Ukraine,
no surprise there.
Awesome for Ukraine.
Yeah.
Iceland getting left behind, especially after such a great past, a recent past. Very surprising.
Yeah, Iceland struggles. That's not fun. I mean, Turkey, we always make fun of their league, so I'd like to see their national team do better. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Spain,
that's a tough group though, because there's no way you're beating Spain. So I mean, Turkey did, I feel like, about as well as they possibly could have.
Oh my God! Look at the goal differential. Hold on, go back to Spain. 15 goals for, 0 goals against, plus.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just they're unstoppable. I mean, Spain.
And Turkey
Are they
with
the
13
favorite
and
for the
10.
World Cup?
It's second place. 10 goals.
I'm sure they are. There's no way they're not. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't checked, but.
First place gives up 0 goals. Second place gives up 10. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like the Bundesliga.
All right,
Portugal,
Hungary.
Oh, this is
surprises
sad.
me.
This one's sad. Republic of Ireland, you thought would have had a chance, and they did. They just didn't have enough.
James, do you remember, everybody talks about the hand of God, a little bit of the head of Maradona and the hand of God, but no one ever brings up Thierry Henry's handball that sent France into the World Cup and sent the Republic of Ireland home fuming. Oh.
I got some advice for the Republic of Ireland, and it's, it's, hey, figure it out with North Ireland and get your best 11 out there, because
get your best.
It's time. Like if Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland had combined, they would have triumphed over Hungary, and they would have been in the 2026 2026 World Cup.
Yeah, you gonna get Yugoslavia back together while you're at it?
Speaking of, Albania beat Serbia.
Wow, this is a 5-team. This is a 5-team group here.
Yeah, some of them are 5-teamers. Now, Poland,
let's go.
You know what? It'll be good. It'll be good to see Poland in a World Cup. Coming from
they should be there every year.
Chicago here.
Every year.
Malta obviously is just it. Some of these teams, I don't know, man. Some of these teams, it would be smarter, I think, to do like what CONCACAF does, which is like the first couple rounds, the minnows saw each other down, and then you know what I mean. You have more manageable groups, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's
people
not
are
the
wondering where the hell is Malta.
Done.
It's off the end of Sicily. It's an island.
It's the thing that broke off after the boot kicked Sicily.
Wow,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's some blowback. It's some Carthaginian blowback.
Famously, former
joke.
MLS reporter Simon Borg lived in Malta for a hot minute and talked about it a lot. Apparently, it's nice there. Anyway, I digress. Back to the groups.
Back out of Malta and Sicily and the Punic
Austria
Wars.
is better than I thought they were.
Wait.
You would think that
I'm not done with this, though. Finland is, like you said, Finland. I'm kind of surprised to see them out, but I mean, when you got Poland there, Netherlands, they're obviously better. Lithuania, they're better at basketball. It's true.
Yeah.
Austria, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Speaking about uniting the former Yugoslavia.
We really are gonna, all Kosovo, Bosnia, Albania, and Serbia, all in the World Cup. Awesome.
Don't quote us.
Awesome. Romania has just always been on the cusp, man. They're just like right there. They just can't seem to make it happen.
Romania.
I mean, Bosnia Herzegovina is always just like, who? And then all of a sudden they're fucking loaded when you look at their team. Yeah, they got some really good players. They always do, man.
What's going on with Cyprus? Cyprus, the island?
Yeah, Cyprus is a very small island.
Mm-hmm. Wow, the Cypriots, the old riders.
Home of halloumi, the world's best cheese.
Wow, that's really cool that they got that's really cool that they got their own soccer nation. But maybe they should combine with somebody out there on the coast.
Look at James trying to bring people together.
I want to bring them together and also make them simultaneously.
He's like, Cyprus and Greece should combine. Kosovo and Albania and Serbia should combine.
Hey,
Northern Ireland.
I want these guys to go beat the big boys.
Just spitballing here.
Like you know what Greece had to do to beat the Persians way back in the Punic and not Punic
North
Wars.
Korea, South Korea.
Yeah, they had to unite. The Spartans had to unite with the Athenians.
You know what's funny in a soccer sense? The thing that would get him killed you know what's funny is the thing he could say to get him killed the fastest would be the UK should have a team.
I don't think they need it. Like I would rather Ireland combined with Northern Ireland. That makes sense. Scotland, if Scotland wants a better team, but like you feel like Scottish would get left off. It's not like so much of a good mix where Northern Ireland would mix in with there be a good mix of both players. I don't know. Like you got to find like the good give and take.
You're a history buff.
If you're a nation that's good enough to field the whole soccer team, you don't need to bring in another nation like France.
You know what's gonna suck is the fan culture.
By this logic, France should separate into 3 separate nations because they could field 3 separate soccer teams. By this logic,
No,
that's not the same logic.
That is.
It's like saying
oranges.
France and Morocco shouldn't be two separate.
I'm saying that
like
each
France
nation
and many others.
Each nation is built towards its amount of soccer national team starters.
I mean,
Which means
the U.S. should
Imagine
split.
America. We bring in a little of Mexico. We bring in a little of Canada. All of a sudden, we got the striker from Mexico starting, or maybe it's Jonathan David.
Oh God. Yeah, we're drawing borders now based on
We got
soccer.
the milkman in net instead of
lineup needs.
I mean, what are better reasons to draw borders? I don't know.
All right, back to this.
Fair.
Norway. I agree with what Sarita said earlier. It's gonna be awesome to see one of the best strikers in the world, and Erling Haaland, in Norway.
Yeah.
Italy, I think they're gonna make it. Israel, not surprised. Estonia, Moldova, Moldova more like Bendova this time. Belgium.
So North Macedonia, I do not. I will
That's
say
awesome.
this. I am shocked every time I see them. I never think about them, and they're always.
How do you not?
Like they've been
Alexander
good
the Great, Toke. Alexander the Great.
Well,
Who
in
do they
my
have
mind,
on their
what?
team is my question.
Yeah, I would
kidding.
think Wales would be a better team, but maybe not.
Yes.
I mean, Wales.
This is
just,
incredible. This has got to be a huge disappointment for Wales.
God, that's wild.
maybe. I mean, Gareth Bale is playing
But
golf now.
It
so-
looks like Wales is assured of playoff berth based on Nations League ranking. They still qualify direct.
Okay, so they're
What
going to be
is
in.
bullshit.
So they
Kazakhstan,
still have an opportunity.
Kazakhstan
Yeah, so
was
they'll be in the
probably launching
playoff.
a plate because they'd be like, how come we didn't have a chance like Wales?
Because you didn't play well in Nations League.
No, there you go. All right.
Because
Fair
that
enough
matters now.
argument.
So
The Kazakhstan revokes their complaint. England with a Q.
so
England got the key.
they're
The one
qualified.
Q.
England is through. Albania looks strong. I mean,
They got the one Q.
well, wait, hold on.
By the way, they're the only
I don't know one else
one.
got a Q.
Everybody else got X's and T's and shit.
Q means
does that
qualified
mean?
for
Wait.
the phase indicated.
What?
I don't know.
Who made this?
I-
Someone forgot to put the Qs. Somebody forgot to put the Qs on all the other ones.
We got to
What is
All
T?
qualified for the phase indicated.
Oh my God, we have to get through this.
Wait.
We have so much other nonsense to
Sorry.
talk about.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah. Okay.
Albania.
bro.
That's one of the best Simpsons episodes. Remember when Bart goes to France and they send a little spy from Albania to go to live with the Simpsons?
Now that you say that, I do. Yeah, you're right.
And Bart learns French.
That's early. Yep.
We could
This-
all learn
I know
from
we
that
have to move on.
episode.
This looks wrong too, because this says advance to playoffs and they're blue, but Y says cannot qualify directly, but may be able to qualify for a playoff berth.
So if you look, they still have a game, right? Which means if they fall out of that spot, they're not high enough in their
Whoa.
oh, I
Nations
see.
League.
Okay. I
Albania
see.
You know what
I
I'm
see.
saying?
So this is a live table. I see.
No, so
It's a live
James,
table.
every second place team goes to the next like round, but the next 4 teams that are in third or lower but have high Nations League finishes also go to that playoff round.
I love it.
Yeah, that's why I read
I
it
forgot
earlier.
we're not done yet.
Let's
Yeah.
move on. Let's
I
close it
forgot
out.
there's still games to play. There's still a November set of games, so that's why
Yep.
these aren't set in stone. They're still live. Just
So
for right
for
now,
wait-
they.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now
That's why they have the
things can
letters
still
and the
change.
colors. The colors are dynamic. The letters are the actual like what that country, where that country is right now.
Like Czech Republic is
So, like,
the
assured
blue
a
color-
playoff berth.
The blue highlighting would fall on whoever is in the second place position. That's why Czech Republic is blue and Czech Republic has an X, so they have the playoff berth anyway.
All right,
So
Toke, what
I
do you
will
wanna
say
take us
this.
next?
I think
I
we're
know
all
we got-
Faroe Islands today. No, okay. Let's go to you're at it. Let's go to Africa. Oh, Africa.
Wait, which
This
one?
is
Boom.
you were just there. Wrong one.
That's
Well, all
Asia.
right, we'll go to Asia.
Okay, I'm sorry. Boom. I'm sorry. No.
So go down. So Africa is the heart. Okay. So I don't know if anybody remembers the Bob Bradley experience at Egypt, but Africa is routinely the hardest confederation, in my opinion, to qualify for, because they just randomly draw everybody into groups. And if you do not win your group, you win a kick to the nuts. That's it. And so, like, it doesn't matter. Oh, Nigeria and Egypt and Sierra Leone is in one group. Too fucking bad. But now, at least,
Dude,
it
looks even crazier. Dude, what is this?
Wait, hold on.
They did. The pot says they're top.
No, that's how they drew that's how they drew the groups. So now in the groups, you qualify if you win, but after that they had a second round, and now there's one final way for them to qualify in the second round. So all the group winners are now going to the World Cup. So you got South Africa. Hold on, you're going too fast for me to speak.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry.
So Egypt is through, Senegal is through to the World Cup. South Africa is through.
Nigeria's the best jerseys. I hope they get through.
Yes, they always.
Yeah, and
always.
the best players.
Well, and then Cape Verde
And the best friends. Shout out to Saida.
Morocco. So now, if you notice, not every second place team is blue, right? Because you had to be one of the 4 best second place teams, and it took Victor Osimhen hat trick for Nigeria to not be eliminated. So now, if you go down further to the next stage, the games that we have left now. Keep scrolling.
Oh my gosh, there's more teams. Ivory Coast, Gabon, Algeria.
Yep.
Tunisia, Liberia did not make it. So good thing Tim Weah chose America.
Flip Guinea didn't make it.
Tim Weah could have played for Liberia.
Yes, he could have. Ghana obviously ran away with that group. All right, so here we are. The second round of qualifying for Africa. This is exciting. Go down just slightly more. So we've got Nigeria with Victor Osimhen and every other star player you can think of versus Danny Bouanga and Gabon. And the winner of that will take on the winner of Cameroon and the Democratic Republic of Congo. So this is, in my opinion, one of the most exciting times, because you don't usually get this kind of playoff out of the African Federation. Usually it's just you gotta win a horrifically tough group.
Is Bouanga the starter for them?
Hell yeah, he is. He scored
like
a hat trick the last time they played.
He's got the most goals on the team currently, with 12 goals and 46 caps. So
Makes
Bouanga
sense.
is a starter.
Doesn't he have one of the most goals in MLS?
That's sick.
Yes, he do.
That's sick.
Bouanga is a very good player.
Let's root for Gabon.
Looking forward to that one a lot.
But Nigeria's sick.
Yeah, look at Nigeria.
It's gonna be good
too. Yeah, these playoffs are gonna be so
stacked.
fun.
When are those? Those are in November?
Yes, those are in November. And Didi. Oh, I didn't know he was banished to Turkey. We should sign him.
I can't believe Boniface didn't make it.
He might be a call-up, right? I imagine.
Yeah. He's been called up in the past.
Oh, yeah. They are stacked, man.
12 call-ups, 1 goal, though.
Yeah, this Nigerian team should have walked through
Musa,
but he
back
struggled.
to Bouanga really quick. Bouanga is second to Messi in goals, only by 2. He's only missing by 2, 24 goals. Also leads the league in shots on target, and he's second to Messi in shots and second to Messi in all these other things. I didn't realize how good he really is or has been.
Yeah, so right now, so here's the thing. You've got Messi, Bouanga, and Zinkernagel playing out of their, and the guy in San Diego, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. They're all playing out of their freaking minds. And one of those guys is going to get left off of best 11, at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, it's crazy. So, Dreyer. So, Andres Dreyer out of San Diego, he's behind Messi in goal contributions if you add up like goals and assists. And so, there's a lot of talk about MVP and who's going to what. And I don't know. It's going to be Messi, I think.
Speaking of Philip Zinkernickel, do you not think he could be making this Denmark national team?
You know,
I don't know. They're pretty good. I think he should, but
I mean, Dreyer is on.
There's Dreyer.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but honestly, Jonas Vind is not that good. He was on my fantasy Bundesliga team for a while. Actually, he might currently be on my. No, he's not. He was, and I think they're not the same position, obviously, but I think Zink is better than him.
Zink should be called up. That's what I just thought as I was
you know what? Zink should be called up. Anyway, so moving on from Africa, which I think is going to be, those are going to be some of the funnest games left.
To Cameroon, you got Onana, and then you also have Tolo for Sounders, and Choupo-Moting, New York Red Bulls.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Vincent Abubakar does not have a team.
There's a dude. Interesting. Cameroon's decent. They got some players.
Cameroon is always good. Like I said, this is gonna be like two of the funnest games left we have, like out of any non-World Cup game. These two are gonna be some of the most like fun. Oh my God, Aaron Wan-Bissaka! I forgot. I am sorry, I forgot about your game.
Wow, that's a shout out, Wan-Bissaka. You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's.
All right, we'll move on.
This is going to be fun.
That's gonna be fun.
Moving on to Asia. So, Asia is almost done. We got one more game here, but like we got, they had a fun qualifier, right? They had like the top two teams qualify and like to the next round and after their group stage.
That's so much
then
more
you
fun
take those
when two teams qualify.
Oh my God, like more games are more fun, right? So then you go to the next round because all these were older games, right? You lose some of the Nepals and the Bangladeshes of the world here, but also big shout out, Oman is never gonna fucking qualify for a World Cup. I feel so bad for them. I feel like I've somehow physically watched them multiple times lose.
I don't think I can say the same.
Well, Serena, we used to only get this thing called Fox Soccer Channel, and you used to have to stay up all night.
But that's right.
North Korea, so the one place where they get,
reality.
The results,
right?
Results show.
So if you keep scrolling down, after this first round, they had what did they do? Was it another it was more groups, right? So the winner of these next groups,
27. Go! Wow, Japan. Oh, Australia too.
So then, after the third round, right, you have all the top two teams. I'm sorry. Here we go. So the top two teams in the third round qualified for the World Cup. So South Korea, Jordan, Uzbekistan, Iran, they're all going, right? All
Japan,
those teams in
Australia,
the blue. All those teams in the blue went down to final, like another group of groups.
I gotta look at something. Hold on. Poland flag, which is white and red. Indonesia flag. Sorry, it just threw me for a loop.
It's upside down.
Yeah, it's literally upside down. Sorry about that. Threw me for a loop.
And Chicago Fire home shirt.
Somebody should take the Japan shirt
red,
and do it upside down.
Anyway.
Good one.
All right.
Sorry.
Scroll,
and the South Korea flag, too.
Yeah. So, Serena and I were talking earlier about some of it. And we as Americans always get so much shit about having so many people and nobody's good at soccer. But I would like to say Pakistan, India, China all did not qualify for the World Cup. But
I was saying
anyway,
that India has their whole own league of sports that they run in this world that makes them multiple billions of dollars, and they have, you know, celebrities with multiple billions of fans. So they've got that, you know. I will say I don't know what's going on in China though, so I can't speak to that.
Cricket?
All cricket, yeah.
Oh, that's what she's talking about. Yeah, all cricket. All right, so James, scroll down for me.
Not the Indian Soccer League.
No.
No. But I'm saying I can see why, you know, if you're a kid, you're like, well, why the fuck would I play soccer? Right? I could play cricket and make millions and millions of dollars. Versus go struggle to, sense. You know.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, James, I want you to understand, they played all these games in the Qatari group in Qatar, from my understanding, and all the Saudi Arabia group games in Saudi Arabia. Which, I'm sorry, kind of sucks.
Isn't that a home field advantage? Last I checked?
Yes, it is.
That's like you know what? We're the Alabama Crimson Tide, and I know you're, you know, South Dakota State, and you over there, you're Brigham Young University, and you over there, you're Florida. Come on down. We're gonna play a little tournament here down down here in Alabama, and it just seems like home field advantage. That does seem weird.
Yes, it does. But it got Qatar and it got Saudi Arabia into the World Cup, which is what FIFA wants.
It got what they wanted.
Yeah, you get all the answers you want. So now, after all this complaining and explaining.
Sorry, I'm thinking that Money Talks song. Money Talks.
The final round here in Asia looks to be fun. It's Iraq versus UAE. Now,
it's
geopolitics aside.
It's not Money Talks. It's everybody.
No, everybody talks. Baby. Yeah, it's Alabama Shakes, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the name of the band? Yeah.
With a whisper. Something like that. Sorry, off tune. Horrible.
Oh God. All right, so if you had the ability to watch Iraq versus UAE, would you take this opportunity?
I saw that Spike Lee film.
No.
You're talking about Chirac? No, sorry.
No.
Iraq.
I don't know. I don't know anything about either one of these two teams, but it's just, I guess this is what the whole point of this is, right? Is there's so many new faces in the World Cup this time. You know, like, look, did we ever think Qatar would ever qualify for a World Cup? Did you guys ever think, other than hosting one, you'd ever see them again?
No, but it's a good thing for the world. I'm thinking about this as, you know, a future thing. Like, this is a now thing already. So Qatar, Saudi Arabia get in this year. Like, down the line, there's going to be other teams getting in, possibly. Maybe they don't make it eventually, and maybe they come back, and it's just like Italy, who's had surprises. And there's a good thing about expanding the World Cup is that there's more exposure. But with those images that you were sending to me, Token Serena, you guys were sending the images of all the various teams that were making the World Cup. And when I was reading some of them, I'm like, oh man, if the World Cup was just today, I feel like USA would have a chance. Like, if you just stopped at this limited amount of teams, if you just stopped there,
the count.
If you just stopped there, US actually might have a chance. But like, when you introduce more and more and more teams, more and more likely, you know, quality is going to rise to the surface.
Yeah.
Right. So that's it's both
more
a good
games
thing.
Means more opportunities for the US to fuck up. I feel like also fewer teams in it, fewer games, better chance that luck can take over.
But it also globally benefits the game. It globally benefits these countries where remember Iceland
you get
in 2016?
A lot of cash for qualifying.
It didn't work for Iceland in 2016, as I'm talking about. However, it might work in the 2030. It might all of a sudden Iceland might be back because maybe they had to skip a generation, just like Christian Pulisic had with the U.S.
even
men's
just
national
one
team.
round. I don't know how much it is, but even just being qualifying and playing one round of it is going to get you a significant sum of exposure and money and whatnot.
Yeah.
Even if you get knocked out immediately, you can just keep doing that for a while, and that will be a net benefit.
What's
it always
the best
like
African national soccer team that did so well at
Morocco.
Morocco.
Yeah, at the 2018 World Cup. Yeah.
Morocco had to have made so much hay for their national team and for their program that it probably pushed their program ahead. And haven't we seen those results for their youth? Didn't their youth just beat America?
Dude, yeah, no, Morocco, yes, they did. And Morocco is stacked. They're pretty loaded at this point. But
they're the when I was talking about that France idea of like splitting into 3 separate, they're getting some of the offshoots of that.
So I gotta say, the one thing, like, I did think 32 felt like a really good number. It was a really fun tournament to watch. It's really easy to understand, even groups, even playoffs, yada, yada, yada. But my favorite part of the World Cup is Japan playing Cameroon and like Australia playing Brazil and the US playing Iran. Like, I love that kind of shit. Like, I love seeing
those fan groups, the fan bases interact and
England versus Nigeria, like all that. That's the kind of stuff that's always fun, is like seeing these matchups you don't always get to see. And just, I don't know, man. Like, I guess we're going to get a whole lot more of that with more teams. So I don't know. I'm starting to come around to it. I'm starting to get a little bit excited about, more teams in the world
games,
and seeing more people.
Wasn't there like
more
a few games at the Qatari World Cup where they were like surprised about these fans coming together before the match and literally just celebrating and just having a blast to each other? And that was happening all the time in Qatar with all these various foreign nations. And I really hope that can happen in America. I really hope that like everybody can just get together and have some fucking fun, because Toke and I have done it and behind Soldier Field parking lot with the Jamaican and Venezuela match, just getting force-fed food by everybody who was on around there. It was awesome. It was amazing. They were making us delicious Venezuelan thoroughfare on one side. We were with amazing sauces and delicious food, and then we walked to the other side and we were greeted with delicious smelling air, very refreshing air from the Jamaicans, which was just a breath of fresh air for those who might partake. And yeah, it was a very fun time.
Yeah, sounds good.
That was dope when the Copa America was here and you could go to a game and it's like a bunch of Jamaican people and a bunch of Venezuelan people. Like, when you're just there for the atmosphere and to meet people and hang out and just, that's what football's supposed to be all about, man.
I think that's what the World Cup's about, Toke. I think that
it's supposed to be.
I think we got a taste of that day.
Yeah, well, you did, but there's also another very oppressive dark cloud over all of this as well. Like FIFA and geopolitical issues and such. There's always that kind of problem.
That was what a great day. You were there. I remember me and my buddies, like the Jamaican teams running off the field, and me and my brother and my best buddy and the fans around us, we had been shouting so loud all game long with the Jamaican fans and the Venezuelan fans behind us that we started like a chant like for Wes Morgan. And right after he was won Leicester City, he came over to us, like he was running off the field. And then he could hear us all chanting, the fans with us, and he just turned around and started running back to us. He was almost off the pitch. He ran 50 yards, got to us, shook. We had Leicester jerseys on. I had a Jamie Vardy jersey on. I think one of us had a Wes Morgan jersey on, and one of us had a Danny Drinkwater jersey. maybe a Mahrez jersey about as well. And it was just, and we were shaking his hand. It was a pleasure to watch you. It was thank you. It was just such a special
That's
experience.
super dope.
Yeah, and then he also talked to a few of the other fans, and then he took off. It was just an awesome experience. It was just fresh off winning Leicester, and we're like, we're seeing Captain Morgan. Let's go! It was just such an awesome experience.
Dude, I do hope we get to see some of those scenes next year. But
yes, let's go.
I'm gonna I feel terrible because it's time for us to wrap up this segment, and I know Serena's trying to get back on here to say goodbye.
And we'll be right back here on Enemies of the Fire. But I hope you guys will take a moment to hit that like button and rip it like it's a ripcord. And we'll be right back. And thanks for hanging out here on Enemies of the Fire. We try to hit our goal of 500 subscribers, and we always appreciate another one. Join. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, fellow enemies of the fire. We are here to finally talk about MLS and Decision Day. This one's not really a stressful one for us. Now, if you can tell, there is a fourth person, and it is not DPG. Everybody, let's give it up for Konor No Soccer coming by yet again. Always a good time having you
from the East Coast.
From Eastern Standard Time. It's Konor. Konor, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, guys. How are you? It's kind of sad actually, because I don't know if you guys told DPG I was getting on beforehand, but it just seems like brother's dodging me. Last time I was on, he just had a kid, and now he's been on a couple weeks. He's MIA. What are we doing, bro? Come on.
I don't know, but it does allow us to record just slightly earlier in the day when he is not all about it. So, Konor, your Columbus Crew, our beloved Chicago Fire, and really, who else is mixed up in this nonsense? Orlando and Nashville? Like seriously? Like these are the four places?
Oh.
Orlando.
5th to 9th is Nashville with 54, Orlando 53, Chicago 52, Columbus and 51. So it's 4 teams, 4 spots. 4 can possibly move on this weekend.
So crazy.
Nashville taking on Inter Miami,
who have nothing to play for.
Orlando City taking on Toronto,
who have equally nothing to play for.
But we know that doesn't stop them from fucking ruining everything for you. So not that I'm still bitter, but
Konor's yellow team is playing New York Red Bulls, who might want to play upset to Columbus because, boo-hoo, we didn't make the playoffs.
First off, let's all just enjoy this moment of the New York Red Bulls not being in the Major League Soccer playoffs presented by Audi.
LA, New York couldn't be bothered to make the playoffs after making the championship game last year. But you know what? It's 2025. Chicago's here.
We are here.
And they're taking on New England.
Konor, I don't know if you know this, but most of the time Konor has joined us, and we were doing this last season for all you newbies here. Konor has always been in a very comfortable spot in the top 3, and we've always been very dejected. We are so amped, Konor. We believe there is no chance that we'll even be in the play-in game. We believe we are getting right into the first round.
Could we be playing Konor's yellow team for the play-in game?
We would be, but we won't be.
No, exactly. We will not be. Konor, you guys are going to play Orlando. No,
you heard it here first. We're speaking it into existence.
Is this not a weird China change of pace here for you?
Is he silent?
He's muted.
Is he muted?
He's muted. Oh,
I was like, wait.
Konor, muted. Hello?
Oh, there you go. I hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you.
Konor, so it's a new spot for you as a Columbus fan, being in the middle of the pack instead of the top of the pack. How is it treating you?
You know what? I'm not that concerned. Rossi returned last week.
The Rossi?
Wassam Abu Ali keeps putting on his Instagram stories that he's getting closer and closer to a return. Rudy Camacho, I think, brother, he's doing the Josh Williams 2023 route. But, yeah, Steven Moreira's back from international duty. Sean Zawadzki's back from injury. And I watched a little bit of the Orlando game last week because it was on the same time as the Ohio State Minnesota game. Well, 2 weeks ago now. But the team looked really, really like coherent with guys like Zawatsky and Rosty back. Arston was doing Arston things, taking on 2 or 3 defenders and getting a shot off. But I mean, they were able to draw a very good Orlando team on the road.
Orlando's, they're better than we give them credit for. I mean, they're in 7th place. They're a playoff team. I certainly don't give them that much credit. I always thought that they were a non-playoff team, but here they are, above the Fire and Columbus. So, I mean, to put up a respectable showing against them, yeah, that definitely counts for something.
We beat them too, we'll say.
I was listening, watching, reading some stuff from the MLS sphere, and a lot of these podcasts and writers, they're saying there's one team that you don't want to play, especially when they're catching hot come playoff time, is Wilfred Nancy and the Columbus Crew. Even though they're missing key pieces, they can still beat you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's one of the reasons I don't want to be in this play-in game. Now,
right, they're the most dangerous team in the bottom half of this table.
You would think. I mean, Philip Zinkernagel has something to say about that.
Yes. Fire caught up a little bit, but
we believe we're gonna win against New England, and I think that's gonna be enough to leapfrog somebody. What do you think? What do you think? Are you expecting the play-in game? Are you expecting to jump to leapfrog or what?
The general consensus is everybody's expecting the playoff game against Chicago.
Really? And we're not preparing for that. We have not even prepared.
Okay.
If we walk into that setting, all of a sudden Columbus comes in and just whips our butts because we're not preparing. Guys, fans, viewers, prepare mentally for the idea that we might be playing Columbus in the playoffs.
No Wednesday soccer.
Columbus is prepared for that idea.
Negative talk.
We don't have to. It's not negative.
Only positive mindset.
Just have that idea.
They
in your
can
head.
prepare. We're not.
So
no, as fans, we have to have our positive mindset.
We're both playing teams that have nothing to play for.
New York Red Bulls would love to play spoiler to Columbus.
New York's already eliminated. New York's probably going to field their best 11. Who the fuck knows what New England's going to do?
I think New England they're going to be who the fuck cares because they got to. The interim coach is going to care.
Yeah, it's ugly out there. I really think Serena's going to be able to be an asshole in the stands this weekend.
Excited, and
you know what I just read? I just saw Chicago's at home and Columbus is at home. So
Chicago's not at home.
Chicago's
we're in New England.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also in New England right now, so I'm going to the game. Yeah. Oh shit.
Columbus is at home for Pittsburgh. Wait, Columbus is home for Pittsburgh Riverhounds. What the hell is that?
That's a game for.
Wrong league.
That's the wrong league. Okay, New York Red Bulls. Here it is. They're at lower.com field.
Definitely
which
not
is the new home of Columbus.
Think about this. It's the last regular season home game. Probably the last home game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Darlington Nagbe's retiring at the end of the year.
Oh, good point.
Home game.
That's huge points. Actually, I did not think about that. This actually makes me think as a betting person. I would probably want to bet Columbus just for the Darlington Nagbe retirement.
Patrick.
But wait, it's not over. He's still in the playoffs.
Yeah, somebody joked in the Crew Discord that the Crew are going to go win MLS Cup now and send Darlington Nagbe out on a high.
My God, that would be the biggest joke for Chicago.
So I have a weird question for Konor. So let's just play what if world. Well, what if whoever plays you, regardless if it's the Fire, if it's Orlando, or if it's Nashville, whoever plays you in the plays Columbus in the playoff game, What if Columbus loses in that first round, in that first playoff game? What does that do? Where do you guys go from there? Where do you guys go from there?
In terms of the fan base,
On vacation.
They'll want to burn downtown Columbus to the ground. But I think you see guys like Mo Farsi move on. Nagbe's retiring. Camacho's probably going to retire.
Great name.
They may or may not go out in the winter and get a holding midfielder.
You wouldn't be surprised for them to go and land somebody pretty darn decent at this point.
Well, with our injury to Franco, I think our teams might be fighting over somebody. Just throwing this in there because I wanted to mention it in the MLS segment. Luca de Torre not being picked up by San Diego, by the way, and I want it.
I would be shocked if we picked up De La Torre's option. Because he's a holding midfielder, and that's what we need.
Well,
but my
Darlington Nagbe's gone.
Yeah, but if you were to ask me and other Columbus fans, they would go with the hometown boy, Emeka Inali from Real Salt Lake.
Okay. I'm gonna look this up. Emeka Inali.
It's like ENIL.
Really?
Okay, holding midfielder with only 3 yellows
from Lansing,
shows
Michigan. Interesting. So you
Fire
really
style.
would like to bring him back to Columbus over Luca de La Torre? Well, we'll take de La Torre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want
We'll
Luca
take
de La Torre. I ain't
Well,
gonna-
the
I
Fire
ain't
is
kidding.
FC Hollywood now, so we got to go for the star.
Let's go. Be Hollywood of the Midwest, Chicago. Let's go.
Yeah,
You know who you bring in next?
Don't say it.
Ronaldo.
No, that's not Ronaldo. That's a good guess. I'll give you a clue. He's French, but you'll get it right away.
Oh, different than I thought.
Griezmann.
Yes.
Bring in Antoine.
I would die.
Bring in
I love him so
Antoine.
much. I would
You're
die.
not the only woman who would die in Chicago, Serena. You're not the only man or woman. Like,
Oh my God.
wow.
Yeah,
Bring in Antoine
he's
Griezmann.
great. He's got a great
Full
baseball
fan.
card collection too. By the way, Griezmann. He has an Instagram account with He does live pulling. He has like a whole website for card collecting.
No
Really?
way,
So-
really.
Yeah,
I'm looking that up
yeah,
right
he's like
now.
really into it. It's
That's
called
actually
Grizzly
kinda lit.
Cards, I think.
Oh my God.
So look it up.
So, Connor,
He has his
Did-
own.
Great guy.
Wait,
like-
I don't see anything like that. I haven't found anything.
It's called Grizzly Cards. I'll send it to the
can
group.
you see? Do you see the difference of what happened in one season? We actually can dream now. We're talking about things like Antoine Griezmann and Luca de La Torre. I mean, come on,
to
man.
Chicago.
Right? So we
I
got.
don't know.
Wait a
So,
second. Wait a second. Wait till you see this picture. Look at this. That's Antoine Griezmann.
Yeah.
That's just a bad photo. It's just a bad location.
It's a video. It's
Yeah.
a video.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The
Yeah,
winner
but
will
he's
not
like,
really
yeah, he's really
over
into it.
that guy. Oh, okay.
Wait, look, he has a
Now he looks normal.
he has a signed Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Who?
Okay.
What world? Who signed
Je
your
vais vous
Buzz
montrer
Lightyear
ce
card?
que j'ai eu pendant une ouverture dans mon
Voice actor who
podcast.
played Buzz
Oh, it's
Lightyear.
game over. It'd be game over for Chicago. Everybody's getting laid
Oh my God.
if he comes.
So, I
Oh
wanted
my
to
God.
ask the
Let's
three of
go.
you this.
Bring Griezmann. Bring Griezmann to Chicago. That's a win-win for Chicago.
Ah.
Bring Griezmann.
All right, hold on. We've already lusted. Connor,
Comment
like,
below.
we're sorry we don't have a lot of sympathy because we know you're going to rebuild this offseason no matter what happens in these playoffs, and you're going to be
Yeah.
good again next year.
Mhm.
So let's go over to the
Even better
West.
next year.
Let's go look at the West. I want to know what's going on
man.
over there.
To the
Care about
oh,
this stuff.
the MLS West.
Yes, look at
It's-
Griezmann
it's-
is a
So it's actually crazy because both of our teams would be so much better off in the West.
Oh God.
Both
crazy.
Columbus and Chicago.
almost all the teams except for like the top 2.
I honestly think Vancouver could do some damage in these playoffs.
Yeah,
You know,
look at
they're
those
way
points.
better than I thought they'd be.
They have a
Thomas
Champions
Mueller is going
League
to
winner.
carry them to at least the conference semifinal.
You're absolutely right. I mean, Mueller is going to be the
Mueller
scariest
really-
player coming out of the West.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
came to
he was not
Columbus,
ready to
but he
retire.
lost his horses. There's no horses in Columbus.
I told you,
Yeah, and I just heard the
Toke.
pitch. I heard the pitch
told
wasn't
you.
as good. I heard he really was convinced by whatever it's that
We
Danish
couldn't offer
coach
him
they
any
have it.
horses. We don't have any horses in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Speaking of
think
horses
that's
in the
like
middle
a
of the city, it
big
sounds like you're
injury.
talking about the Space Finder. And I was telling Toke for years, bring in Mueller. Bring in the Reimsdeuter.
No, thank you. He's doing just
you
fine
guys
out
have
there
a
in
history of
Vancouver.
signing German players.
Yes, they do.
Right.
That's why I wanted
Like
it
that.
as well. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
I don't think we were ever
Go
even in
back
the
to
conversation.
Go back to the
But
West.
Toke, it's Serena, Connor. We might, if it came down to Zink or Mueller, I'd rather have Zink because I feel like
Zink.
long term.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, yes, Mueller's
Yeah.
going to help me for the next 2 years, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I think Zink could be a big pillar for Chicago unless he gets, plucked for some reason because he's been amazing. And the other thing is,
Yeah.
to me, he makes me want you as the Chicago Fire brass and ownership have to campaign to MLS headquarters to get rid of the DP rule. You have to get rid of the DP rule because we've just signed this guy who to TAM level contract. He's the best, one of the best players in the league. He's a true DP. He's what we want for DPs. But this old contract styles are archaic. Let's remove those limitations and just let you have a salary cap and just figure it out.
So if you remove the DP rule, will that give teams like Miami, LA, New York, would that give them an advantage?
Who cares?
I mean, they're breaking the rules
Who
already.
cares? You know what?
Yes.
You know what the EPL fan says to all that?
What?
Who cares? Because they want the best
Who cares?
soccer.
We're all going to be bought by Saudi
Liverpool's
money
gonna
anyway in
win
I
the
hope
future.
not. I mean, they can't buy the world.
I mean, that's what EPL's that's where their eggs are.
Really?
never
That's
underestimate
been-
people's ability to sell out.
Serena, haven't they been putting more and more eggs into that basket? Like, because I remember when it was just like, oh, here's a sponsorship. Oh, here's Newcastle United.
No, it's
well, what's the next line?
Well, now it's a whole
Not
golf
just Newcastle.
league, and
Well, I mean, King
You know.
Power, I think, was from Thailand or something like that, I believe, and that was the owner of the Foxes, the Leicester. And so, like, there's always been
that guy-
some foreign influences in soccer in England. I mean, you had Roman Abramovich money from Russia, so there's always been like weird influxes of foreign money in European soccer and especially your EPL.
Saudi Arabia.
So you're saying like it's almost overtaking where like there were all these different things. There was American money in Liverpool, right? There's American money in EPL. So
Yeah.
like, it's
you
almost
saw
like
American
a
money-
bigger fun thing here.
well, between Manchester United and Liverpool, you saw what American money was doing. It was running and hiding, man. Like, people, even now, like Liverpool still isn't like the biggest spender. They just got they got a lot smarter. Let's
They're
put it that
savvy spenders,
way. So okay,
unlike Man
Now- not
United,
to-
which me and Serena know all too well.
oh God, Man United, they're down.
Connor, what's your
just
EPL team?
relegated 1 year. Please.
Okay, I guess I'm also thinking of Man City, which is owned by
You're doing what?
Abu Dhabi Investment Fund. But
Yeah.
so Saudi,
Connor, what's your EPL team? I was asking.
Arsenal, they're owned by
That's
Conte.
right, it's Arsenal. Aren't they in the lead?
wow, brutal.
It's their year. It's their year.
Is it
They're
their
owned by
year?
Conte.
So
I know you
Every
got
year
one.
it's their year.
You bought that
$100
kit.
million million operation this year. He brought in Madueke too. He brought in Ikembe from Leverkusen. Dockeres from Sporting. Who else did he bring in this year?
What kit do you have from Arsenal? You have an Arsenal kit, I thought.
The most recent one I have is last year's.
Ugh. I'm missing copy.
she longingly looking at what's his
I
Where-
too.
Piero?
He's so nice.
Piero?
Yeah, he's so cute. He's such a
Piero
good player.
Hincapie. How do you say that name? Hincapié?
Hincapié.
Hincapié.
He's Ecuadorian. I actually saw
Hincapié.
him play at the oh my god, I'm blanking on last summer.
Did he
Yeah, it was
play?
at,
Copa
it was
America.
at Soldier Field.
Did he play against US?
No, I did see him at Soldier Field. I didn't know who he was, but and I had really far away tickets then. But I saw him play the Copa America in Las Vegas.
Oh shit!
So that was fun against
That sounds
Jamaica. I
fun.
think.
You gotta imagine he'll be called up when time comes, but it looks like he wasn't here for
Yeah,
this game.
he usually is. This last round of Ecuador, I don't know if we said in this last. They don't. Caicedo's also not there, so they weren't bringing the big guns.
Yeah, they didn't have their A team. All right,
And
so
USA
I'm
tied,
sorry.
barely tied him.
I have to ham-fistedly get us back on track here.
All right.
Yeah,
Bam,
keep
bam,
us.
bam.
Yeah,
San Diego, we already brought him up, not keeping Luca de la Torre. Second place. Do we think they're gonna do anything?
No.
Are they going to do St. Louis and make the first round and get blown out and lose in 3 games? Probably.
Maybe make the second round. Maybe.
I mean, the
But I
West is
think-
bad, dude. Look at these teams. Look,
Yeah.
look, Connor, you'd be in sixth. We would be tied for 5th, and you'd be in 6th.
I think
Like-
it's the East year. It's the East's year. They've just been
Let's-
grinded. Iron sharpens iron, as a former Bears player said, who heard it from a different football player, who heard it from a different coach.
Isn't it that way every year, though? Like, the West is wide open. Like, the East is a fucking buzzsaw. and the West is
LAFC.
wide
Oh,
open.
yeah.
LAFC is typically just like the buzzsaw. And this year, they're
Well,
not.
Well, you say that,
Vancouver.
but they're 'cause-
Vancouver's the buzzsaw.
Dude, hold on. We all know I'm a massive hater, but since Sun's arrival, LAFC has gone from like 8th to 3rd. Like LAFC is on a fucking
deny it.
tear.
Oh, wow. They're on, yeah.
So-
Oh, wow. They did lose to Austin, but like, you know,
But Sun and
they were
Bouanga were
starstruck.
not there.
Matthew McConaughey
No
was
one
there.
was there.
Duty.
The Hollywood,
Yeah.
the Hollywood guys were starstruck by Matthew
You know what I
McConaughey.
want?
He's like, "Come out here."
I think that was
Someone-
that was their Miami catch-up game because it was midweek and yeah, it was during the it was like it was yeah.
Speaking of midweek games,
And San Diego's form has not been great. They won their last game, they lost before that, they tied before that, they lost before that, and then they won against LAFC.
so
Yeah,
decision
we're
day,
leading the West
I don't
for a
know.
long
This-
time.
guys. Decision day is the 18th, but the playoffs start the 22nd, which is last I
Wednesday.
counted 1, 2, 3, 4 days after the 18th. Like, is that gonna fuck with players?
What?
Too soon?
Yeah, with the decision day being on the 18th, and then you have to get up for the playoffs on the 22nd, 4 days later, and then even if
Well,
you win,
not everybody's playing on the 22nd, right?
yes,
Well,
but
no, that's just the playing games, but that's the point. That's the point. You made it to the playing game. We gotta get your shit out of the way. Like that's why I said no Wednesday soccer for us.
but they're gonna be
right?
Yeah, it's
Like,
the wild card.
those teams are gonna be
It's the
beat
like
coming out of that game.
yeah.
that's
I mean that's
Yep.
their punishment for not being good enough to
Yep.
bypass it. It's just it is just like
100%.
yeah, postseason. You know, the wild card teams they have to beat each other up and then play this weekend. Not to bring too much baseball, but this on Friday, Seattle and the Tigers played 15 innings of baseball, played baseball for 6 hours or whatever, and then Seattle had to play the Blue Jays 2 days after that, and they won. So
Holy
it happens, you know. I mean, that wasn't a great example because that's not the wild card, but in any case,
Still,
It's-
it's still
yeah.
made. It's still made.
the quicker you win your games, the more of an advantage you get.
Well, hold on.
And then you don't have
So
to. You get to avoid
as
the
far as
gauntlet.
decision day. So as far as decision day, we actually have a race here in the West. We got Dallas at 41, Real Salt Lake at 40, Colorado at 40. Wrong league. So, Connor, who's on the out looking in at the end of this between Dallas, Salt Lake, and Colorado?
I'm looking at the.
I'd love it for San Jose
mean-
to sneak in there with Bruce Arena.
That would be nice, but honestly, I've got a
think-
soft spot in
who
my
does
heart for
Salt Lake
Colorado.
play? Who does Salt Lake play?
James?
I'm gonna click it, but I was just thinking about Georgi Mihailovic, who plays for Toronto, and checking how he's doing in 12th place.
Don't talk to me about that. Don't talk to me
Salt
about him
Lake
or Toronto.
Wait, Connor, you
Salt
want me
Lake
to click
plays Seattle.
which team?
Real
Salt
Salt
Lake
Lake.
plays St. Louis. Colorado
Okay.
plays LAFC. Okay. Fuck it. Give me RSL over Colorado just because
Yeah.
they're playing the St. Louis team who has nothing to play for.
Oh,
My
St.
brain
Louis is
says
abysmal.
Real Salt Lake, but my heart is saying LAFC and saying Colorado. I'm gonna go with my brain here. Give me Salt Lake over St. Louis. I see LAFC beating Colorado.
I can't poke any holes in your logic there. I think you're right. Kind of hurts my heart, but Salt Lake is more exciting right now, man. I mean, it's cool. Like Colorado sold out the playoffs this year by selling Mihailovic. Now they got a massive fucking bag for it, but they really sold the playoffs out. They just sold themselves to the devil, really.
Literally, they sold themselves short here. They're a couple points short, and you got to believe that Georgie would have secured you 1 or 2 more points to keep you out of that position.
But
so you wouldn't have to be staring at so you wouldn't have to be staring at the raw end of a steer's asshole in FC Dallas.
Well, I'm never gonna bet against Diego Luna though.
That's a visual.
Like between those 3 teams, I think Salt Lake is by far the best out of Dallas and Colorado.
They started off so well this season, Real Salt Lake, and last season they had a little bout of form too.
You know where their season went downhill?
When?
I think they made moves.
Salt Lake season went downhill.
They lost key player or two.
They lost that, and they lost in the first round of Champions Cup to Real Estate.
Oh,
That's where the season went downhill.
Let's look at down.
Workout started.
I want to take a peek down here at the forlorn of MLS right now. It says it's Sporting Kansas City and LA Galaxy. I don't predict LA Galaxy will be staying down here long, but I do predict a New York Jets-like existence for Sporting Kansas City. It to probably be the most. So, what's the most miserable fandom in MLS? Is it the Earthquakes or is it Sporting Kansas City?
New England Revolution.
Or New England Revolution?
It's gonna be either New England or Sporting, because here's the thing with Sporting.
What about
Like a
Houston?
small market team in every league, a small market team is good for like a chunk of time and then just goes obscure. And it's too hard to maintain in the small market. It's just too hard to maintain it. And like with Peter Beniz got stale, the league evolved past him, and they're gonna have to find they're gonna have to stumble across a new revelation. They're not gonna be able to just buy their way out of this. And I'll tell you what.
Oh, sorry.
I'd like to say one more thing real quick. Is another feather in James's cap with the whole no DP rule is look at LA. One player took them from MLS Cup champions to worst team in the league. One injury. And I know they sold, not Peck, but they sold somebody to Kansas City, but like still yes. And so, but still, like one player injury away from being catastrophic. I don't know. I don't call that parody.
Speaking of catastrophic, I have a trivia question to ask you and the audience before we take a quick break here from our sponsors, because I'm getting the yellow light going Conan O'Brien style. A difficult choice for all of you viewers who are hopefully better off than most fans are and are a fan of a very successful MLS team, be it the Columbus Crew, the Inter Miami, Chicago Fire once back in 1998, a successful team. But I ask you for this difficult choice before we go to and I want to hear in the comments as well. If you had to be the fan of one of these teams, which would it be? San Jose, Houston Dynamo, St. Louis, or Sporting Kansas City? To me, it just sounds like misery after misery. and I can't even decide. San Jose Earthquakes, Houston Dynamo,
No.
St. Louis, Sporting Kansas City. Like, which of these 4 abysmal teams would you rather be?
Honestly,
I would
think
do-
Sandy. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And by the
Go
way,
for it. No, I wanna
to
hear
end
you.
this, I think that they're the 4 worst teams in the league. I'm looking at the East, and like, I'd rather be any of those teams than these 4 teams.
I'd rather be anyone in the East, but I'll say this. I would rather be San Jose because Houston, St. Louis is a little bit different story. We don't know yet really how they're going to act, but San Jose always tries. Most of the time it sucks
That's
and it's
true.
wrong and somebody is dumb, but they really always try.
Houston
And I
doesn't
think-
try?
No.
No?
Do you think?
they have-
I
yeah.
mean, since the days of Brad
I'm throwing it
Davis
out there.
and Boniak Garcia, they haven't done anything since.
And KC
Like,
doesn't try? Them with their U.S. Open Cup wins?
Not, I mean, we'll see what KC got lucky because of Peter Remise. They were not spending any money. And I know Houston had a decent season. What was that, last year or 2 years ago with it was, what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? The DC United player and coach, Ben Olsen. Ben Olsen's like first year, and Ache was still playing, and they had a pretty good season. But like, you just didn't have anything around him.
Conference Finals.
Konor, where are you at on this? San Jose, Houston, St. Louis, or Sporting Kansas City?
I'd rather jump off a cliff.
Spoken like a true Crew fan, because you cannot even imagine what it would be like to be bottom of the table, horrible, no hope. For us, it's hard, it's easier to imagine. We're like, we've kind of been in.
I've experienced only 2 bad seasons. Keep in mind, I've been a fan since 2021. 21, and when we missed off in the 2022 playoffs by a point on decision day against Orlando, right before the
Oof.
World Cup. That was
Konor,
that was the game where Caleb Porter said he would sell his house if we didn't make the playoffs. And thank God we didn't make the playoffs that year.
Konor, do yourself a favor as a Crew fan. Go back and find any possible way to watch as much of the 2008 team as you can. That 2000 Seattle, Portland, and Vancouver pilfered that team in expansion drafts. Like, that team fed the rest of the league, dude. There was so many good players on that one 2008 Columbus Crew team. It
Trying to
was
think who was on
insane.
that team. That was Frankie Hychuk,
Frankie.
Noonan.
He never left.
Pat Noonan, Frankie.
Noonan.
Right, Friedel on that team?
No, I don't believe so. No, but it was what's his name? The guy who's an announcer now. Ali Moreno.
Moreno.
The
Oh, God.
FC guy.
Brad Evans. Robbie Rogers. Who else was on this dang team, man? Barlow Scalotto,
Ezra
GBS.
Hendrickson, former Chicago
Guillermo,
Fire coach.
Was Guillermo part of that team?
Yep. Eddie Gavin, Pat Noonan, Alejandro Moreno. Yeah, Chad Marshall. Brian Carroll, Manuel
Brian McBride?
Ekpo. Like,
No,
dude,
McBride
these
wasn't on that team.
look, Ezra Hendrickson. This was a crazy
Jed
team. Adam
Zahner. I
Moffat.
played soccer with him. I played
No
soccer
way.
with Jed Zahner.
Ah,
I went to
dude,
school with
this
him.
was a wild team. Like, unbelievable. Do yourself a favor and see anything you can. That season was incredible. We lost to them in the conference finals in a crazy series, man. That was
I grew up with this guy.
That was when
Played a little
McBride
soccer.
was in Chicago. Wasn't
what
it?
was that?
That was McBride. That was the McBride era in Chicago.
No, it was the year before McBride. And so we had
Because
God,
didn't
we
he come
had-
to Chicago after
He
playing
did,
with
yeah.
Fulham?
McBride came back to Chicago in 2010. And in 2008, we had Blanco. Our strikers were well, God, Frankowski, but he didn't start. Who else was the?
We're naming, guys. It's time to take a break. We're gonna be right back.
No!
We're gonna be right back here on Enemies of the Fire. We greatly appreciate you guys hanging around.
James, we're not coming back. We're not coming back.
Oh,
we gotta tell people we love you. Thank you for watching the whole episode. This has been Enemies of the Fire. Thank you, Konor, for joining us. Thank you, Serena, for being here. Thank you, James, for all you do and for that tie. That's a real tie, right? That is not
absolutely.
clip on.
I tied it myself. And actually, I've been getting better at tying ties every time because I've been doing this. I'm like, all right, this time I can just do it from memory. I don't even have to watch the YouTube video.
I used to do that every day. I bet I could do it just off muscle memory. Anyway, please help us. We are marching towards 500 subscribers. Please hit that like button. Make a comment. Let us know what you're doing. Serena, tell the people good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone.